What's going on, world? Welcome back to Charge the Game podcast. I'll be your host here, Chuck, and we're going to get into this whole JJ Redick next up as the Lakers head coach situation. What's really going on? But before I continue to talk about that, I want to ask you guys to do me a huge favor. Hit that like button, keep your boy in these algorithms. Also subscribe to the YouTube channel for future content. Thank you so much for the love and support. Back to the video. JJ Redick, Duke's finest, aka Mr. Sniper. JJ Redick was a fantastic player in the NBA, and I must admit, I love his commentary. I love his takes. I like that he's brutally honest, and I like that, for the most part, he doesn't really back down when he believes in himself, the things that he stands for. And I think that, LeBron James, right, teaming up with him to do the podcast, I just feel like that was pre-warming the oven for what was potentially about to go down in the next few days or whenever they decide to bring in a new coach, right? Yeah, it sounds good, right? We know that most likely this will go to JJ Redick, and I would be shocked. I would be surprised because LeBron James is the type of dude, like, he gets excited real fast. He can be very irrational with his decisions out of excitement, right? You see them having a podcast together. And if you guys have noticed, Draymond Green is getting a little jealous of that, has been jealous of that for a while. And it seems like he's kind of throwing subliminal, statements at LeBron James. I will drop a video on that one, so you guys make sure you are available. So the podcast with, LeBron James and JJ Redick, I think it was all a play. I think it still is a play because the more and more they talk, the more LeBron James is going to fall in love with this guy's mindset, the way he views the game, and also, if you guys notice, even during football season, when JJ Redick was talking about Deion Sanders or tweeting something, LeBron James was always echoing, retweeting, and lobbying that because he's like, we think alike, right? That's probably how he's looking at JJ Redick. We think alike, right? But I would caution JJ Redick, man, do your research, do your background. I know that he's a smart guy. I know he sees the game. But what are you going to do when LeBron James throws a tantrum like he did with a brother? This is a brother on his team. Darvin Ham, who he vouched for, who he wanted to come. What are you going to do when LeBron James puts you in a situation like that? You see, LeBron James has to have a coach who doesn't really want to be friends with him like that. See, that's when I think you're going to get the best out of a team dealing with LeBron James because the team have to see that LeBron James can be held accountable. And when teammates see that LeBron James can't, be held accountable, it just makes them not play with confidence. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, we're going to get yelled at. LeBron James isn't. We're going to get blamed. LeBron James isn't. The coach is going to yell at us, but not LeBron James, and deservingly so. But as a leader, right? Like Tom Brady, he allowed himself to get yelled at. This guy could have won that Bill Belichick any chance he wanted. He really could have. But what do I always tell you guys? The NBA is all about the player. The NFL is about the team. And so, even though Tom Brady is the greatest of all time, literally, in my eyes, he allowed himself to be humiliated because he knew what it would do for the team. LeBron James is complete opposite. He's very stubborn. He doesn't really care. He only cares about himself, and it shows. And all these people that have helped LeBron James win a championship over the years, you just see the way he does them. You know what I'm saying? Like, not showing up to Dwayne Wade's, Hall of Fame ceremony. I know it was a little bit after the time that Bronny caught the cardiac arrest situation, but he was also at a Brent Fayez concert the same week or following week with Draymond Green, singing with each other, drinking a little bit. And I'm just like, man, that's messed up. You know what I mean? Because you really can make time for what you want. And LeBron James has the financial assets to be able to hop on his expensive jet and go anywhere he wants, any second and any chance. Literally, like, he can do that. And for him to not do that for a guy that took a back seat and allowed him to take over his franchise at the time when he was hot, and Dwayne Wade, that just showed me a lot about this guy. Really nothing I didn't know. But I would caution JJ Redick to look at things like that. Look at the relationship with him and Russell Westbrook now. Look at the relationship with all these players that LeBron James has selfishly gotten rid of Look at the relationship of all of these players that LeBron James has selfishly gotten rid of, man. And you honestly think, right? You honestly think that coaching with LeBron James is going to be a cakewalk? No, sir, it will not be. And I'm going to be real with you guys. I think because JJ Redick is such a tough person, I do see him being a successful coach. I think he can be a successful coach with the Lakers. I really do. I think that beyond LeBron James, though, he can be a successful coach. Meaning, like, there may be bumps and bruises along the way with LeBron James, but the day LeBron James leaves the Lakers and whatever coach is there, and if it's a coach like JJ Redick, I do think that JJ Redick has what it takes. You know what I'm saying? He's not as experienced, but he's very wise. And sometimes you just need like a Sean McVay to come on the scene that was a student of the game and go to an organization and demand and command respect from players. That really does it there. Like, getting that respect of those players really does do it. Really does do it. And that's what makes a great coach, if you ask me. You have to have player connection, right? And I think that a guy like JJ Redick, it may be a little tough for him in the beginning because he's so strong-minded and outspoken. I would literally have to see this guy. I will have to see it for myself, is what I'm saying. If I can see JJ Redick coming to the Laker organization or any NBA team and command the room, demand respect from the players, guess what? I will be on board. I will think that this guy has what it takes. But until I see that, I just don't know. I get it. You know, on ESPN, he's having these takes. He's challenging Stephen A. Smith. He's making all of the analysts look dumb. He's making them literally do their research because he has the experience, right? He has the experience, and, you know, he's well respected around the league. So I do think that, you know, this could work. I do. But I also just caution the other side of the spectrum dealing with LeBron James, man. Like, hey, man, you see what Darvin Ham just went through. He got drugged through the mud. You could tell he knew what was coming because, like I told you guys, he went out swinging in that last presser. And just letting everybody know, like, look, man, I'm not the one. Don't tell me that it's my coaching. Don't tell me that it's my rotations, which I will say some of those rotations were a little wonky, but you only have what you have. You know what I'm saying? In the end, Christian Woods did not want to play with LeBron James, right? Vanderbilt didn't want to play with LeBron James. They got tired, man. They didn't want to go through what D-Lo was going through. Y'all not finna blame me. You know what I'm saying? Gabe Vincent did what he could, but I believe he was on the same train. You know what I mean? He wasn't trying to go out there and put out bad footage. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, that's your money that you're playing with. But JJ Redick would have to definitely show me that. And nonetheless, whoever LeBron James wants, that's who's going to be there. It was definitely LeBron James's input on the Darvin Ham situation. You saw LeBron James mad at him, cutting his eyes. And LeBron James, for some reason, he gets mad. He can throw a tantrum, but he won't go at a person directly, which is the weakest shit to me. Because Kobe, Bean, Michael, Jeff, they gonna tell you how they feel. They gonna let you know you trash. They gonna let you know, listen, I'm top dog. This is what you need to do. Cuss you out, fight you if they have to. That's what I'm saying. That's more respected. Why do you think that you hear all the old heads and the new school kids gravitating towards Anthony Edwards? Because it's more relatable. At the end of the day, especially in the black community, it's more relatable just to be yourself. We all know that we aren't as polished up. Nobody is. As LeBron James wants to be or pretends to be this perfect husband, this perfect role model. Like, I get it, you know what I'm saying? It's all good for publicity, it's good for your brand, but let's be honest, man, there is a lot of dirt out there on LeBron James, and this isn't the platform for me to air it out, but we do a great job of making who we want a superstar and also making who we want the perfect person. You know what I'm saying? The media does that, and when people like me go against it, I get the flack. But, you know, at the end of the day, who cares, right? It's just all opinion based, and some of it factual, but it's all opinion based from my point of view. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's all I try to do is just be honest with you guys and tell you guys like what I see going on. And you see that the media is starting to slowly, like, literally, guys, like, they're slowly starting to like turn on LeBron James. I saw a lot of people in the media today supporting Darvin Ham, saying that, man, it's not all on Darvin Ham. Starting with Paul Pierce. Love Paul Pierce commentary. Like, man, he's very good. I see Colin Coward. I see Wilds, Chris Broussard, Rob Parker for sure, Doug Gottlieb. Like, so many people are starting to go at LeBron James. And some of these people have been throwing shots. Definitely Jason Whitlock. You know, it's just time, man. Like, let us stop blaming people for LeBron James's doings. Like, you pick the team. You want the players you pick. When it doesn't go your way, it's their fault. When it does go your way, you're the reason that it all worked. He wants all of the credit and no blame. And that's just not how it works. Not for a superstar, not for an athlete, not for anybody in the world in general. So I hope this whole JJ Redick situation flourishes. And maybe this may be something spectacular, just maybe. But boy, oh boy, we saw Pat Riley go through it. We saw E. Spo go through it. We've seen all these coaches, Luke Walton, Frank Vogelman. Like, there has to be somebody to blame at the end of the day. And before you know it, it's gonna be his teammates. It's just the same old pattern. So you guys weigh in with your thoughts, comments, and concerns on this. Let me know how you guys feel about JJ Redick joining the Lakers organization. I got a feeling that this just might be a decent move, but hey, we won't know until we see this thing go into effect. So if you found any value to my video, I ask that you do me a huge favor. Hit that like button, keep your boy these algorithms, and subscribe to the YouTube channel for future content. Thank you so much for the love and support. Like always, let me know how you charge the game. Peace.